Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video I wanted to talk about another fish that I feel is often mistreated in the hobby, usually due to a lack of knowledge and a mischaracterization of the species. In this case it's the Plecostomus or the Pleco. So stick around and we'll talk a little about that.
So I think the first thing about plecos is they're often referred to as an algae eater. People use that name, and when they say that name, they're often specifically talking about the pleco. Now, a pleco is not strictly an algae eater. A lot of fish do eat algae. Mollies, guppies, Siamese algae eaters, plecos, ottos, etc. So lots of fish eat algae. So a pleco isn't an algae eater per se. And in fact, a lot of people end up starving their plecos, and that's usually the case when people fail keeping plecos because they are a very hardy fish and they do require a specific diet for them and food specifically for them. So ensure that they're fed properly. Now, the second major fail with plecos is not researching the type of fish that you want or the size that it will get. So there are many species of pleco, and a lot of them get rather large, especially the ones that are more on the cheaper end of the scale. So your common plecos and your sailfin plecos get rather large, 12 plus inches, in some cases up to 24 inches. So be sure to research the type of pleco that you want and make sure it's not going to be a tank buster. Now, the third major fail when it comes to plecos is thinking that they're going to clean your tank. No fish is going to clean your tank, and in the case of a pleco, it's a fish that's going to have a heavy bioload, especially if it's fed properly. So in some of this film that I'm going to show you, especially in my tank that has this rather large common pleco, there's poop everywhere. So this fish is a poop machine. Far from cleaning the tank, it pretty much destroys the tank on a weekly basis, and I have to vacuum up all of its poop. So my best advice when it comes to plecos is, yes, they will, in some cases, clean your glass. That's probably their best asset, is cleaning biofilm and algae off your glass. But you really ought to get a pleco only if you like plecos. So if you do like plecos, just make sure you're feeding them a good diet and that you're not discounting them as just an algae eater that's just going to survive on what's in the tank, because they do require a special diet and they do require a little care, and they're not going to clean your tank for you. So thanks for sticking around. Enjoy your fish and enjoy your plecostomuses. See you next time.